of Sports with your host, Jay Pops. Guys, we are back. We are back. Hey, I hope you guys had a beautiful, beautiful yesterday. I told you guys that I was going to be back on today. And guys, we're going to keep this thing rolling, man. I'm very excited. Uh, Please remember that the Texas A&M Aggies, they go up there to Gainesville this weekend, people. They go up there to play Florida. Okay. Guys, I've been sitting back and I've just been collecting thoughts. I've been looking at a couple of podcasts, just looking at a couple of reviews, seeing what people really have to say about Texas A&M. What do they have to say about the Florida Gators and things like that? And guys, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed, man. Shout out to all of the Texas A&M podcasts that are out nowadays. I remember when I started this thing, it wasn't a podcast at all out about Texas A&M other than Texas. And that was just about it. That was just about it. Now that I turn on YouTube and things like that, man, I can kind of, go on my podcast on my iPhone, find a couple of things, Texas A&M related. I love it. I love it. And man, it is a wonderful sight to see. So guys, look, enough of all of that rambling, right? I know you guys don't want to hear that. So what will we get into today? We're going to get into that Texas A&M offense against that Florida Gators defense. Who's going to win a battle? Who's going to win a battle up front? Okay? As of right now, Texas A&M is still a 4-point favorite at the moment. That line was 4.5, but now it has come down. Now it has come down to an even 4. Okay. Just like I told you guys on last podcast, I'm taking Texas A&M to cover the points. I'm not going to say that Texas A&M will blow out Florida by all means. Reason being is because they haven't won on the road in going on about 3 years. So now it's time for us to see if we can make a change already. So I'm taking Texas A&M to cover the points with the final score being 27-20 Texas A&M. All right. I honestly think these guys will come out of Gainesville with a victory. Okay. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments. Before I go further, I saw a comment on yesterday from someone named Rob Zilla, I believe. And the comment said he's taking Texas A&M. Now I don't know if it's a he nor she. I got a sense of who it may be, but I don't want to be wrong, right? But if it's not a he and it's a she. However, this is me. And I can't state everything that the comment said because I can't remember right off the bat. All right. But the comment then state, well, you know what? Let me go and look at it right here. It's right here. So the comment said, if A&M loses this game, Wegman won't be the starter by mid-season or before. This is a battle of two bad teams. I'm going to stop right there. A battle of two bad teams. Me, honestly speaking, I think that's absurd, being that this is Mike Elko's third game as a head coach with the program. So I don't think that you can mark it down and say that these are two bad teams. One team, the coach has been around for, I think, going on year number 4 now, if I'm not mistaken, maybe year number 3 or number 4. If you want to call that a bad team, yes, I honestly agree on that. On another hand, you got a program that's bringing in a new head coach in which he hasn't been there. Like I said, this third game as the Texas A&M head coach. And they're just slowly but for surely trying to figure it out. I think this game, they do figure something out. And they pretty much go from there. But let me finish reading the rest of it. This is a battle of two bad teams, but someone has to win. A&M running game needs to be successful to take the pressure off Connor. If Florida can turn A&M into a one-dimensional team and make Connor beat you through the air, That's bad for A&M. I'm not understanding what you're getting at about Connor Wiggins. Listen, and I feel like I'm going to get into it with a couple of people, even if Connor does win this game and put up maybe about 250 to 275 yards. If Connor goes out and put up 250 to 275 and possibly 300, everybody's going to come and say, "Oh, well, he played Florida, man. Florida is a bad team." No, that's not what you just said. You said this was a battle of two bad teams. I need you guys to understand that Connor is a very good quarterback. He just had a bad game against Notre Dame. What are you guys not understanding about that? I'm going to tell you, just like I keep on telling everybody else, stop painting a picture that's not there because you want to be right about it. You're painting a picture that's not there. First and foremost, Connor didn't get a chance to play last season. The entire season is what I'm talking about. He didn't get a chance to play that entire season. The year before that, Connor didn't get a chance to play that entire season. But the games he did play, he looked good in them, excluding Auburn. He didn't get his shot at Florida. It's a reason that Florida came down to A&M that year and they beat them 41-24, handily, with Anthony Richardson. A lot of guys was injured in that game. Connor was one of them. All right? So I'm not understanding what you guys are getting at. Connor needs to figure it out this game or he is sunk. Now that I totally agree. That is 100. But if he doesn't have to throw the football because the ground game is working, so be it. That doesn't take anything away from Connor Wiggins. If Connor Wiggins goes out and be 11 of 14 again for 125 passing yards due to the running game being who they are, I have no problem with that. None at all. Everybody else shouldn't have a problem with that as well. Why? Oh, man, we just want to see them throw the football more. That's true. If he's throwing the football, then at that point, due to that running game being so stout, that point, we're just trying to blow him out. We're just trying to blow them out. Okay? And that's going to speak volumes for where Texas A&M is trying to go in the near future. And so on. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back on into it. But like I say, shout out to Rob Zilla, 0107. Like I say, I have a hunch on who this may be, but I don't want to be wrong. Rob, if that's you and you're listening, I got you, man. I got you. So shout out to my cousin Rob, if that is him. That's maybe him, but shout out to him, man, and shout out to you for watching the podcast. Guys, I need for you all to come on here and subscribe to the show if you like. Okay? Please subscribe. Don't just watch and not subscribe. Subscribe to the show. Yes, I'm here, guys. I am here. So please subscribe to it, okay? Let's keep on going here. Also, guys, if you can, please start hitting the little money tab. It does have some cool things in there, and we can just try to legitimately continue to keep that going. Just for a lot of people out there that does want to hear some inside things. Now, guys, please keep in mind I do have a regular job, just like you all. Okay. All right. So, Mr. ATM, what's up, J Pops? Do you think if Connor gives us a Kellen Mond type of performance, can we still win 9 games? Absolutely. Absolutely. But you're going to have to explain to me what you mean by the Kellen Mond performance. Are you saying go out there and beat the Gators like he did with that Kellen Mond performance? Because when he got out there and he beat those guys, Kellen threw about 300 plus yards, man. And Kellen had like 3 touchdowns. Okay. So if you mean that, yes, most certainly indeed. So, let's go ahead and get back on into it. So the matchup predictor, right? And I'm reading this off of ESPN. The matchup predictor has Texas A&M with a 58.9% chance to win this ball game. They have Florida at a 41.1% to win this ball game. Now I want you guys to think about something. Think about where we're at. All right, we're out there in Gainesville. Number one, they're giving us not a huge percentage chance to win, but they're giving us just enough, right? It's crazy that they're picking us to win this, When in reality, we haven't won on the road. I know you guys tired of hearing that. I am too. But until we fix that, we're going to continuously say it. Okay. But they're giving us a chance to win on the road with a 58.9%. Me, I do believe in that, but I just have the game a little bit closer than maybe a lot of people expect. But then again, a lot of people expect this game to be close. So why not talk about the reason to why they think this game is going to be close? So number one is this here. That Florida Gators defense is ranked number 87 in the country. Now, that is bad. That's bad. But A&M's defense is no better, and I'll get into that on tomorrow. But the Texas A&M offense, they're ranked number 74 in the country. Okay? So when you do the SEC statistics here, in which I love to use both of these, right? And we're going to do, like I say, we're going to use SEC statistics here. So rushing yards. As of right now, Texas A&M is the number 5 best rushing team in all of the SEC. Okay? That's Texas A&M right now. With those yards allowed, in which I'm going to go to in just a minute here, with those rushing yards allowed. The Florida Gators are the 11th best rushing defensive team. That's who they are. As of right now, Florida is giving up about 102.5 rushing yards a game. Texas A&M is your 5th best rushing team in the SEC. That says a lot. So me personally, I'm going to lean on that run game until they tell me that they've had enough. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to lean on that run game heavily, in which, just like I said before the season had started, A&M was going to lean more on the run game than the passing game. Okay? We've seen this with a Colin Klein offense, but Colin Klein is known for being balanced as well. I know why a lot of people want Marcel Reed to get out there, mainly because they want to see Marcel Reed use his legs. What we saw in this last game is Connor using his legs just a little bit more. That's why I say Connor is a damn good quarterback. You guys got to stop painting that image in your head that Connor isn't good. Okay? You got to stop looking down the road at Austin and looking at what Quinn Ewers is doing. Truth be told, Quinn Ewers has been hurt for a couple of years as well. Okay, but that ain't what we're talking about right now. We're talking about Connor Wiggins. Okay, I just threw that out there because a lot of people love to compare that because Texas is now in the SEC. Guys, we get it. I promise you, I get it. But Connor Wiggins is an exceptional quarterback. He just hasn't had that moment yet this year. Continuously watch. That's just about all that you can ask. Just continuously watch. All right, so to go back here, guys, and you all know me. If you guys been watching the podcast long enough, you guys know that I love to pull up a lot of stats, okay? And I love to just go through everything, okay? So we're going to look at some third down percentages here, and we're going to look at the third down percentage-based defense. And Florida's logo, I hate when I'm looking for Florida, because I'll just continuously pass them up. Yes, guys, I don't have the stats just right up in front of my face like that. But Florida, third down percentage defense. And it's a reason to why they are picking Texas A&M to win this football game. The third down defense for Florida, they're ranked number 106 nationally. Okay? SEC rank, in which they're probably not going to have that in there. And that's fine. SEC rank is not gonna too much bring it up, but that's okay. But now we go and look at this third down offense for Texas A&M. And please keep this in mind. I'm not gonna act like Texas A&M is one of the best in the country. No, guys, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you like that. But Texas A&M is tied for number 54 in the country on the third down defense. I mean, on the third down offense. That's pretty damn good if you're going to get put into third down situations. What does that mean? Texas A&M gets themselves in a third and manageable most of the time. Now, did all of that most likely come from the last game that we just played? Yes, it did. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. It came from that. But that's pretty damn good when you're going up against a horrific third down defense. That means Texas A&M has to go out and have to take advantage of this defense, man. That's probably the weakest defense that you're going to play all year, excluding maybe Mississippi State, and that's about it. But this is probably about the most horrendous defense that you're going to play all season long. You have to go out there and you need to make a mockery of that defense. Okay. All right. So let's go to first down offense here, and then we're going to go to first down defense. So first down offense. First down offense, a lot of people may not believe this, but Texas A&M is tied for number 41 in the country right now for first down offense. First down offensive efficiency is what I'm gonna call it. But first down offense, Texas A&M is pretty damn good on first downs, man. And we've all pretty much sat up here and witnessed that. As bad as the Notre Dame game was, Texas A&M did move the ball on first down. It's just when they got into those third and longs, they just cannot move the football anymore. Okay, but Texas A&M is a pretty good first down team. I'm not gonna say that they don't shoot themselves in the foot because, man, we have a long season to watch, and I'll start saying that midway in the season. But Texas A&M as of right now, they're a pretty good first down team. Okay. So first down defense. And remember, guys, this is Texas A&M offense against that Florida defense. Okay. I don't want anybody to get mixed up here and feel like you're getting confused out there. So first down defense here. Let's just have a look. Florida's number 92 in the country. Guys, 92 in the country. I'm gonna say that once again, man. They're number 92 in the country. At some point, you gotta start taking advantage of what the defense is giving you. Okay? You have to start taking advantage of that. Connor Wegman should look exceptional in this ballgame. And I'm telling you guys now, if that score is 14-0 going into the second quarter for Texas A&M, if Texas A&M is up 14-0 going into the second quarter, this game should honestly not be a ball game come second half. This should absolutely not be a ball game. Just like it wasn't Jordan Pugh, or it may have been Jordan Pugh, or it may have been the other guy on yesterday on Texas A&M. And for whatever reason, man, I'm having a blank spell in my mind because I can't remember his name. But I know it wasn't Jordan. I know it wasn't Jordan Pugh, but it may have been Jordan Pugh. But one of those guys said, put it in your mind to get those guys out the stadium at halftime. If it's third quarter and that Florida Gators fan base is now starting to leave the stadium, that's when you know that you've pretty much inserted an enormous amount of damage into that Gators fan base head and also that football team's head. And at that point, you may start seeing the football team start quitting. And I honestly hate to use that word. Man. But you may start seeing that football team just start laying on down, just start quitting, and things like that. Now, with that being said, it possibly won't be like that. You just never know. You never know, man. All right, so man, you just have to keep on improving. This game here in particular is a prove it to me game for Texas A&M. So far as Texas A&M is concerned, right? This is a real prove it to me game. Not only prove it to yourself, not only prove it to the coaches, but prove it to the fan base that we're not that same team from years ago. Okay. All right. So let's keep on going here, guys. Let's keep on getting it. You know, I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel it, man. Just I am starting to feel it slowly but for surely, right? I am. All right. So fumbles lost. Texas A&M has had 0 fumbles lost in these 2 games that they played against Notre Dame in an elite McNeese State football team. Sarcasm, by the way. Before you guys come on here and start tearing me down. Sarcasm, by the way. Texas A&M has only had 2 turnovers. Okay, they've only had 2 offensive turnovers so far. Now you go to this turnovers game, right? And you just have to look at some things here. Once again, let me find that Florida logo in here. Florida's logo is so small, it's crazy. I don't know why, but you can't see that. It's hard for you to see that little logo at times. As of right now, I want you guys to know that Texas A&M no longer has a negative in the turnover margin. All right, Texas A&M is flat out right at 0. All right, being that Connor did turn the ball over 2 times, Texas A&M did redeem itself and picked the ball off 2 times last weekend against McNeese State. So what that ultimately done, just for the ones that did not know, that put the turnover margin right at 0. All right, so we are pretty good there for the time being. And man, I just want to let this be known. I do not think that Texas A&M is going to turn the football over like that. Okay, that's me. I honestly do not think that. The only way that they do that is if Connor goes out there and throws 2 more interceptions, or Le'Veon Moss, somebody like that, fumbles football. I don't think you see a whole lot of interceptions in Connor like that anymore. Okay, I can honestly speak on that. And I can honestly give you my word that I honestly don't believe Connor will turn that football over. He's not a guy that's known for doing that at all. All right, so Florida turnover margin, right? They're tied for number 62 in the country, in which they have a fumble recovery, and they also have a interception on the season. Okay, so Florida can cause some turnovers. Now I'm not sure if that turnover just came during that last game or not, but it does say that Florida can, make you turn the football over. All right, so let's keep on rolling here. All right, so the thing that you guys have been wanting to hear, right? And I can hear you guys right now. Hey, man, talk about passing offense. All right, so guys, we're going to get into it. We're going to go ahead and speak on it, right? And this one here, we can look up with the SEC ranks in the passing yards. And we can also look at that defense, okay? So as of right now, passing offense wise, nationally, I'm talking about here, okay? Nationally. Please follow me on this. It's going to upset a lot of you guys. I know it is, because you're definitely going to feel like we're in Jimbo Fish offense now. And trust me, guys, I get it. I honestly get it. Passing offense as of right now, due to the passing yards that was accumulated in the Notre Dame game and also in the last game against McNeese State, Texas A&M is number 118 in the country. Now that's going to not shock a lot of people, but this may be the deciding factor to how the way the Gators is going to go about